Meanwhile, as the fundamental transformation proceeds, Obama's military coup purges 197 officers in 5 years, writes Investors Business Daily, one of the finest editorial pages in the country. And they say what the president calls my military is being cleansed of any officer suspected of disloyalty to or disagreement with the administration on matters of policy or force structure, leaving the compliant and fearful. Like I said, we've got the mob over here at the White House. We recognize Obama as the commander-in-chief, and throughout history, presidents from Lincoln to Truman have seen fit to remove military commanders they view as inadequate or insubordinate. Turnover in the military ranks is normal. And in these times of sequestration and budget cuts, the numbers are expected to tick up as force levels shrink and missions change. Yet what has happened to our officer corps under Obama is viewed in many quarters as unprecedented, baffling, and even harmful to our national security posture. Well, it's not baffling to me. It's as they point out in the title of this editorial, Obama's military coup purges 197 officers in 5 years. That's what they've done in Turkey. That's what they tried to do in Egypt until the military fought back. This is what imperial presidents, dictators, you name it, this is what they do. Now, we have commented, writes Investors Business Daily, on some of the higher profile cases, such as General Carter Ham. He was relieved as head of the U.S. African Command after only a year and a half because he disagreed with orders not to mount a rescue mission in response to the 9/11 2012 attack in Benghazi. Then there's Rear Admiral Chuck Goyer, commander of the John C. Stennis Carrier Strike Group, who was relieved in October 2012 for disobeying orders when he sent his group on September 11 to assist and provide intelligence for military forces ordered into action by General Ham. So these are the patriots who've been punished. Other removals include the sacking of 2 nuclear commanders in a single week. Major General Mike Carey, head of the 20th Air Force, responsible for the 3 wings that maintain control of the 450 intercontinental ballistic missiles, and Vice Admiral Tim Gardenia, the number 2 officer at U.S. Strategic Command. And from Breitbart.com's Facebook page comes a list of at least 197 officers who've been relieved of duty by Obama for a laundry list of reasons, and sometimes no reason given. Stated grounds range from leaving blast doors on nukes open, to loss of confidence in command ability, to mishandling of funds, to inappropriate relationships, to gambling with counterfeit chips, to inappropriate behavior, to low morale in troops commanded. Now, as I read all this, Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, for one reason or the other, or for some of these reasons they overlap, would have been relieved of their command. Inappropriate relationships, gambling with counterfeit chips, that would be the Fed, I think. Mishandling funds, that would be all of them. Inappropriate behavior, and so forth. 9 senior commanding generals have been fired by Obama this year, leading to speculation by active and retired members of the military that a purge of its commanders is underway. Retired U.S. Army Major General Paul Valle, great guy, an outspoken critic of the Obama administration, notes how the White House fails to take action or investigate its own officials, but finds it's easy to fire military commanders who've given their lives for their country, and Valle thinks he knows why this purge is happening. Quote, Obama will not purge a civilian or political appointee because they have bought into Obama's ideology. But the White House protects their own. That's why they stalled on the investigation in the Fast and Furious, Benghazi, and Obamacare. He's intentionally weakening and gutting our military, says the general. And he's gutting our military, Pentagon, and reducing us as a superpower. And anyone in the ranks who disagrees or speaks out is being purged. Good old Russian purge. Another senior retired general told The Blaze on the condition of anonymity because he still provides services to the government and fears possible retribution. You realize how many people fear retribution from this president and his thugs? From insurance execs to the Tea Party to generals. The hell's going on here? Meanwhile, Obama runs us smiling, having a good old time, playing golf, puts on a happy face. He's there for the people. While behind the scenes, it must be pretty different. Brutal, vicious, dictatorial, foul-mouthed, cursing, spittle. Another senior retired general told the Blaze on the condition of anonymity because he still provides services to the government and fears possible retribution. That, quote, they're using the opportunity of the shrinkage of the military to get rid of people that don't agree with them or do not toe the party line. Remember, he said, as former White House chief of staff, the crazy ballerina. Rahm Emanuel said, never waste a crisis. And it goes on. Unbelievable what a community organizer can do once he grabs the levers of power, isn't it? And when this man was first running for president, I said he's a Marxist. I took a lot of heat for that. And there's still people who don't want to believe it.